Hello guys, in today's video we are going to see about reactions in solutions. When you see the majority of the reactions in the lab, chemistry lab, they are carried out in solutions. So it is very important to understand how the amount of substance is expressed when it is present in the solution. So we are going to see the concentration of a solution, or you can say the amount of substance present in a given volume of the solution and how it is expressed in this video. Before we get into the concentration terms, let's define few terms. The first one is binary solution. When you take a solution and in that solution, when two components are present, then we call it as binary solution. So if a solution consists of only two components, then it is called a binary solution. And the next term is solute. The component present in smaller amount is called the solute. And the third one is solvent. The component that is present in larger amount is called the solvent. So always be clear with these three terms: solute, solvent and solution. So solute is the component that is present in the smaller amount. Solvent is the one which is present in the larger amount. When you mix the solute in the solvent, the resultant mixture is called as the solution. So let's take an example. When sugar is dissolved in water, which is the solute here? Sugar is the solute, water is the solvent, and the mixture is called as the solution. So a solution contains a solute and a solvent. Now moving on to the concentration of a solution. When we say concentration of a solution, let's take the same example. I'm telling you I'm dissolving sugar in water to get a sugar solution. Now I can prepare a sugar solution by taking 100 ml of water and dissolving 2 grams of sugar. Or I can take 100 ml of water and dissolve 5 grams of sugar. Or I can take the same 100 ml of water and dissolve 20 gram of water. So in each case, the amount of sugar that I'm adding to 100 ml water keeps on increasing, which means I say the concentration increases. So the concentration is nothing but it tells you the amount of substance present in the given volume of the solution. So now we are going to see what are the different terms that we express the concentration of a solution. So for expressing the concentration of a solution, we are going to see these four terms today. Mass percent or weight percent, which can be represented as W bar W percentage. Second one is mole fraction, which is designated as X. Third one is molarity, capital M, and molality, small m. So these are the terms which we use to express the concentration of a solution. So now we will see one by one, and we will see the definition and how we apply these formula to calculate the concentration of a solution. Let's start with mass percent. Mass percent is nothing but mass of the solute divided by mass of the solution into 100. So that gives you the mass percentage. Just like we calculated percentage composition, here we are doing this for the solution. So whenever you are doing these calculations, you should be very clear with the terms solute, solvent and solution, and whether you are using mass or volume. So in the case of mass percentage, you are taking the mass of the solute, dividing it by mass of the solution multiplied by 100. Now let's take an example. A solution is prepared by adding 2 gram of a substance A to 18 gram of water. Calculate the mass percentage of the solute. Now from the question, you have to understand what are the terms given. See, a solution is prepared by adding 2 gram of a substance A. So 2 gram is the mass of the solute and it is added to 18 gram of water. So what is the solvent here? Water is the solvent and you have 18 gram of water. So mass of solvent is 18 gram. Now the question is calculate the mass percentage of A. But look at the formula here, mass of solute which is given 2 gram, but here mass of solution, but we have mass of solvent here. So what you have to do, you have to add the mass of solute with the mass of solvent so that you get the mass of solution. So mass of A divided by mass of solution into 100. Mass of A is 2 gram and mass of the solution is 2 gram of A plus 18 gram of water into 100. So that gives you 10%. So 10% is the mass percentage of A in this solution. So the next term to express the concentration of a solution is mole fraction. So the mole fraction of any component in the solution is equal to the number of moles of that component divided by the total number of moles of all the components. So see the terms that we are using. We are taking the terms number of moles. Okay, so mole fraction, it is nothing but it is equal to the number of moles of the component divided by the total number of moles of all the components present in the solution. Now see, if there are Na moles of substance A, I am taking a substance A and I am taking Na moles. Like we say 3 moles of A or 5 moles of A or 10 moles of A, I am representing it as Na moles of substance A and I am dissolving it in Nb moles of substance B. So it's a binary mixture. I'm taking two components A and B and I'm taking Na moles of A and Nb moles of B and I'm mixing them together. Now I'm going to calculate mole fraction of A. So mole fraction of A is equal to number of moles of A divided by, see, total number of moles of all the components. What are the components here? A and B. What are the number of moles? Na and Nb. So what will be the total number of moles? Na plus Nb. So mole fraction of A is equal to number of moles of A divided by total number of moles in the solution, Na plus Nb. It is represented as Xa. What is Xa? Mole fraction of A. Now Xb, it is nothing but mole fraction of B. That would be equal to number of moles of B divided by total number of moles of A and B, which is Na plus Nb. We have seen in the previous video how to calculate number of moles. Number of moles is equal to given mass by molar mass. So when we say number of moles of A, we say weight of mass of A divided by molar mass of A. Same way, number of moles of B is equal to mass of B by number of moles of molecular mass of B. If the number of moles is not directly given in the question, instead if they give you mass of A, then you have to divide it by the molecular mass and then find out the number of moles of A. See? Mole fraction of A is equal to mass of A by molar mass of A divided by mass of A by molar mass of A plus mass of B by molar mass of B. So this together is nothing but number of moles of A, which is Na. This is what? Again number of moles of A, Na. This is number of moles of B, Nb. So Na plus Nb and this is Na. Same way for number of mole fraction of B. Number of moles of B by number of moles of A plus number of moles of B. And remember one thing, for binary solution, Xa plus Xb will be equal to 1. Just now I told you what is binary solution. It will be having only two components. So when there are two components, then the mole fraction of the two components, when you add them together, the answer will be equal to 1. So now let's an example to understand this mole fraction. So look at this example. Calculate the mole fraction of dioxygen in a mixture containing 70.6 gram oxygen and 167.5 gram neon. So you have to calculate the mole fraction of O2. So now see, mole fraction of O2 is equal to number of moles of O2 divided by number of moles of O2 plus number of moles of neon, because in that mixture you have what? O2 and neon. So you have to take the total number of moles. So number of moles of O2, how will you calculate number of moles of O2? Mass of O2 divided by molar mass of O2, and mass of O2 is given as 70.6. So 70.6 gram divided by what is the molecular mass of oxygen? It's 32 gram. And remember we have seen that molar mass can be expressed as gram and also as gram per mole. Gram mole inverse is also the unit used for molecular mass. So this would give you the number of moles of O2. Now come to the denominator. Again you have number of moles of O2. So you can write it as such, 70.6 divided by 32 gram mole inverse plus what is this? Number of moles of neon. how will you calculate number of moles of neon? Given mass of neon divided by molecular mass of neon, which is nothing but atomic mass of neon, which is 20. So 167.5 gram divided by 20 gram mole inverse. So this is number of moles of neon, number of moles of oxygen, and this is again number of moles of oxygen. So when you do the calculation, this you are getting 2.21 divided by 2.21 plus 8.375. Some of you will do, cancel out these two. You are not supposed to do that because there is a plus here. You have to add this together and then divide. So the answer is 0.21. So XO2, what is XO2? Mole fraction of O2 is equal to 0.21. Now, remember one thing, for mole fraction, you don't use any units. And here, I told you just now, when there is a binary solution, when you add the mole fractions, it will be equal to 1, which means here you have oxygen and neon. So mole fraction of oxygen plus mole fraction of neon would be equal to 1. So XO2 plus XNE will be equal to 1. So XNE will be equal to 1 minus XO2. So 1 minus 0.21 will give you what? Mole fraction of neon. So that would be equal to 0.79. So if you are able to calculate one mole fraction, the other mole fraction can be calculated by subtracting from 1. So now let's move on to the next concentration term. So the next term is molarity. See, molarity is defined as the number of moles of the solute present in 1 liter of the solution. So molarity, which is represented as capital M, is equal to number of moles of solute divided by volume of solution in liters. So when we say number of moles of solute, how can you calculate number of moles of solute? Mass of solute divided by molar mass of the solute. So that's how we calculate number of moles. So you can rewrite this as mass of solute divided by molar mass of solute divided by volume of solution in liters. Suppose if your volume in the question is given in ml, milliliters, then volume of the solution in milliliter divided by 1000, because you are converting milliliter into liters. So for that you are doing this conversion. So when you rearrange this, you get mass of the solute divided by molar mass of the solute. If you are taking it there, you get 1000 on the numerator divided by volume of solution in ml. So you can calculate molarity using this or also this. Both are same. Molarity is represented as capital M and the unit used is mole liter inverse. See, because you are taking moles, number of moles, and the denominator it is liter. So mole per liter is the molarity's unit. So molarity tells you the number of moles of solute in 1 liter of the solution. So look here, when we say 1 molar NaOH solution, it means 1 mole of NaOH is present in 1 liter of the solution. This is in moles. You can say 1 mole of NaOH is present in 1 liter of the solution, or you can multiply this number of moles with molecular mass of NaOH. So that gives you gram of NaOH in 1 liter of the solution. See, 1 mole of NaOH means 1 into 40 gram of NaOH in 1 liter of the solution, or you can say 40 gram of NaOH is present in 1000 ml solution. So just from this 1 m, you can derive all these details. Suppose if I am saying 2 molar NaOH, which means 2 moles of NaOH is present in 1 liter of the solution, or 2 into 40 gram, which means 80 grams of NaOH is present in 1 liter of the solution, or you can say 80 gram of NaOH is present in 1000 ml of the solution. So now we'll do a calculation. Calculate the molarity of NaOH in the solution prepared by dissolving its 4 gram in enough water to form 250 ml of a solution. So now what are the details given? They have given you mass of NaOH, which is 4 gram, and they have given you volume of the solution, 250 ml of solution. So this is volume of the solution in ml. So mass of NaOH is equal to 4 gram, volume of solution is equal to 250 ml, and molecular mass of NaOH is equal to, see, for Na it is 23 atomic mass, oxygen it is 16, and for hydrogen it is 1. So the total is equal to 40 gram. Now you are going to calculate the molarity of the NaOH solution. What is the formula? number of moles of solute by volume of solution in liters, or you can take this mass of solute divided by molar mass of solute into 1000 by volume of solution in ml. What is the mass of the solute? 4 gram. What is the molar mass of solute? 40 gram. And 1000 divided by what is the solution? It is given in ml. So 1000 divided by 250 ml. So that gives you 0.4 m, capital M, or you can say mole liter inverse. So this is how we are going to calculate molarity of any solution. From the molarity of a solution, you can derive an equation called molarity equation. Now see, if a solution having molarity M1 and volume V1 is diluted to volume V2 so that the new molarity is M2. See, I am having a solution whose molarity is M1 and I am having a volume of V1. And what I am doing, I am taking that solution and I am diluting it to a new volume, which means I am adding water to that solution and I am making up to a new volume. And what will be the molarity? New molarity. I am taking it to be M2. So M1 and V1 are the solution that I am having, and V2 and M2 are the new solution after diluting. So look at this equation. M1 V1 will be equal to M2 V2. Because there will not be any change in the number of moles, you are just diluting it. So remember this equation, M1 V1 is equal to M2 V2. Now let's try to solve a problem based on this equation. What volume of 12.38 molar HCl solution required to make 1 liter of 0.10 molar HCl solution? So I want a solution of molarity 0.10. And what amount I want? I want 1 liter of that solution. What I am giving you? I am giving you a solution having 12.38 molarity. Now my question is, what volume of this solution should I take to make up this solution? So what will be the formula? M1 V1 is equal to M2 V2. Here M1 is the solution that I am already having, molarity of that solution. So 12.38, and what is the new solution that I am making? Its volume is 1. So 1 liter, which will be equal to 1000 ml. What is the molarity of the new solution that I am going to make? 0.10 m. Now the question is, what is the volume of this solution that I should take? So V1 is the component that you are supposed to find out. So M1 V1 is equal to M2 V2. That would be equivalent to 12.38 into V1, because I don't know V1, which will be equal to 0.10 into 1000. So I get an answer of 8.1 ml. So I should take 8.1 ml of this solution whose molarity is 12.38 and then add, make it up to 1 liter to get a new solution of molarity 0.10. So, so far we have seen three expressing terms for concentration in solution: mass percentage, mole fraction, and molarity. And the last one is molality. So molality, which is represented as small m, is defined as the number of moles of solute present in 1 kg of solvent. In the case of molarity, it is defined as the number of moles of solute present in 1 liter of the solution, here present in 1 kg of the solvent. So molality is equal to number of moles of solute divided by mass of solvent in kg. Solution is different from solvent. When we say solution, we are talking about both solute and solvent. Here we are talking about only solvent. Same way, just like when we talked about molarity, number of moles of solute can be represented as mass of solute by molar mass of solute, mass of solvent in kg. Suppose if it is given in grams, you can write divided by mass of solvent in gram divided by 1000. So that 1000 comes here. So 1000 divided by mass of solvent in grams. So this is the formula for finding out molality. Now let's see an example. Calculate the molality of sulfuric acid solution containing 49 gram in 100 gram of the solution. So what is given in the question? They have given you the mass of the solute, which is 49 gram. And what is the mass of the solution? 100 gram. So mass of the solute is equal to 49 gram. Molar mass of the solute, which is sulfuric acid, it is 98 gram. Mass of solvent. Why we need mass of solvent? Because to calculate the molality, I need what? Mass of solvent. But what is given in the question? Mass of solution. But I know the mass of solute also. So mass of solvent will be equal to mass of solution minus mass of solute. So that gives me 51 gram. What is the mass of solvent now? 51 gram. So mass of solute I know 49. Molar mass of solute, if you calculate for sulfuric acid, see for 2 hydrogens, and for sulfur it is 32, and for oxygen it is 16, 4 into 16, so you get 98 gram. So mass of solute 49 divided by 98 into 1000 divided by 51. So I am getting 9.80 small m. So this is the molality of the given solution. So when they say sulfuric acid solution, it means they are dissolving sulfuric acid in water. So sulfuric acid is the solute and water is the solvent. So if the solution's mass is given, subtract the solute from the solution to find out the mass of the solvent. Now let's see one final example to understand this concept of molarity and molality. Remember one more thing, you have just two equations or formula for molarity and molality. Based on that concept, any number of n number of questions can be asked. So if you are very clear with the basic concept, you can approach any problems and you can solve it very easily. Now look at this question. The density of 3 molar solution of NaCl is 1.25 gram milliliter inverse. Calculate the molality of the solution. See, they have given 3 capital M. Capital M means molarity. They have given you the molarity of NaCl solution and they are asking you to calculate molality of the solution. So just try to understand the question and then try to solve it. They have given you density, they have given you molarity and asking you to calculate the molality. Now, to calculate molality, what is the formula you need to apply? Mass of solute by molar mass of solute into 1000 divided by mass of solvent in gram. Do you have mass of solute directly? No, it's not given. Do you know molar mass of solute? Yeah, because you're talking about NaCl. Sodium is 23 and chlorine is 35.5 atomic mass. So when you add it together, you will get 58.5. So you know the molar mass of solute. 1000, you can keep it as such. Mass of the solvent. Do you know the mass of the solvent? No. You don't have the mass of the solution also. So you have to find out the mass of the solute and the mass of the solvent from the details given. First take this 3m. Okay, molarity is equal to 3m, density is equal to 1.25 gram milliliter inverse. I told you already, when we say 3m, what does that represent? 3 moles in 1 liter NaCl solution. Okay, 3 moles in NaCl. So instead of taking mass of solute, you can directly use this formula. Number of moles by mass of solvent in kg. So what is the number of moles? 3 moles. So you're going to calculate the molality of 3 moles NaCl solution. So from this you can derive the value of number of moles. So 3 moles in 1 liter NaCl solution. So what does that 3 mole represent in grams? 3 into what is the molecular mass of NaCl? 58.5. So 3 into 58.5 will give you 175.5 gram NaCl in 1 liter solution. This is the mass of the solute. Okay, because I want mass of the solvent, for that I am doing this calculation. So step 1 is to calculate the mass of the solute. Now I know the mass of the solute. Okay, if I know the mass of the solute, in the previous problem, what did I do? I subtracted the mass of the solute from mass of the solution to get the mass of the solvent. But here I am not having the mass of the solution anywhere. But what is given? Density is given. So density of the solution is equal to, you know, density is equal to mass by volume. So density of the solution is equal to mass of the solution by volume of the solution. So from here, I can get the mass of the solute and the volume of the solution, which is nothing but 1 liter, that would be equal to 1000 ml. So density is given and I know the volume of the solution. Can I calculate the mass of the solution? Yes. Mass of the solution is equal to density into volume. So what is the density? 1.25. What is the volume of the solution? 1 liter, which is nothing but 1000 ml. So 1.25 into 1000 will be equal to 1250 gram. So now I have mass of the solution and I have mass of the solute also. So when I subtract these two, what will I get? Mass of the solvent. So mass of the solvent is equal to mass of solution minus mass of solute. So 1250 minus 175.5 gram. So I'm getting a value of 1074.5 gram. So that gives me the mass of the solvent. Now getting back to the molality calculation. Molality is equal to number of moles by mass of solvent in kilogram. What is the number of moles? 3 moles. So 3 divided by what is the mass of solvent? 1074.5, but it is given in grams. So I am dividing it by 1000 to convert it into kg. Okay, why I am putting 1000 here? Because when I am taking it to the other side, to the numerator, it comes here. So 1074.5 divided by 1000, that gives me 2.79 small m, which is the molality of the 3m solution of NaCl. So remember the formula and apply it accordingly. So we have seen 4 terms to express the concentration of solution. Mass percentage, which is represented as W bar W percentage. And the second one is mole fraction, which is represented as X. Third one is molarity, capital M. And the last one is molality, small m. And this is the end of the first chapter, some basic concepts in chemistry. Hope you have a clear picture about all the basic concepts in chemistry. Thank you.